Yeah, it's a great question. I don't know, but I can tell you this. That young man tonight took that baseball, and, you know, it was fun to watch. I mean, executing multiple pitches in the strike zone. You look at it, and you know, how do you, you know, it's always, people always ask, how do you rack up strikeouts, right? I've been asked that question a lot, and you're around the zone, and then you're able to command pitches and move them, you know, to the out of the zone and start in the zone. And Kolten did a phenomenal job. I mean, you look, the cutter, the slider, the fastball, threw a few good change-ups, and then even dumped a couple 12-6s in there. He had it working tonight. He's been working really hard. I mean, you think about it, he really went 12 strikeouts, no walks. The one walk was intentional. Yeah. So can't say enough about the job he did tonight. That was huge.
He said he told you he was going back out in the 8th inning.
He did. He came. And, you know, when they're like that, and you know, we have a lot of metrics that, you know, I don't talk a lot about, and I won't get into that. But, you know, everything we had, City, he had a few more innings. And the great thing about that was, you know, he was still commanding the ball, and that's huge. So just looking at that, we felt comfortable. When he came back to me, he said, I'm going one more. I said, you got it. You can have it.
This was a desperate team you guys were playing tonight, but yet y'all's focus did not let that aspect of it deter the way you guys will come out and play this game today.
Yeah, it's still just baseball. You know, it's like I tell people all the time, I mean, you got to, it doesn't matter who you're playing, what the emotions are. Our game, you know, is a little different. It's one pitch at a time. You got to focus. You can't give away at bats. You can't give away pitches. You know, in the strike zone, you know, base runners, everything, and we're doing a really good job of that right now. And we need to continue it tomorrow because they're gonna be desperate again tomorrow. And for us, it, you know, I try to tell our guys that the panic button's something you can't ever hit, no matter what situation you're in. That usually when people, you know, when the buttons hit a little bit, some guys get out of their, you know, their comfort zone. So. We're just going to come out tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Leighton Finley's going to throw the first pitch at 1, and we're going to start right there.
Dillon Carter has not had an at-bat since April 5th, yet comes out today and hits 2 home runs for you to help this offense.
We run a lot of models and metrics, as you guys know, and the model was screaming Sebastian and Dillon today because, you know, I even had some people go, wow, Charlie at first now. Well, no, I mean, we're trying to get the bats in there that we think can get us off to a good start against a really good club. And so, you know, especially against their starter tonight, it was screaming at us to play Carter and Murillo. And you know, obviously they didn't get them all off the starter, but both of them had 2 hits. And you look at what they did, it was a lot of fun.
What do you make of, you know, just the offense continuing to produce like they have? You know, you didn't get 10 runs today, but you got 9.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you look, and I haven't totaled it up. I can't tell you how many times Corey Collins, Charlie Condon, and Trey Phelps were on base tonight. It was obviously into the double digits. You know, when those guys are on base, man, I mean, you know, you guys know this. Like I tell our pitchers when you start to look at walks, right? I mean, everybody lifts weights, everybody practices, and everybody takes BP, and we play with an aluminum bat. Guys on base, you're eventually going to get a pitch and be able to get an aluminum bat on it and you know, dump it in somewhere. And we've been fortunate enough to do that because we've had a lot of guys on base. It's a lot of, you know, you got to get to know them. You know, you got to get to not only know them, but also help them understand that this game, it's about both, right? I think everybody now knows how to deal with failure. You got to learn how to deal with a little success. We got to be able to slow the game down and breathe. You know, when you get into those 1-2 counts instead of trying to overdo things.